for today's ceremony. So we have His Royal Majesty King Naana. He has arrived very recently. Very shortly we're going to start.
Come this side. I'm giving them 10. Please, I wanted to see you so he can move now, don't worry. Age is getting let me just get clear. Alright, thank you. How did they do that? Thank you. You can move now. You can move.
He's coming.
Can we all please be upstanding?
Go here.
Now, wrap all of His Excellency the President.
All the mobile phones. Let's go
His
back.
Excellency the President is here with us. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, for your presence here.
Let's go back. Go back small first. Let's go. Hey, let's go back. Let's go back.
Greetings with His Royal Majesty,
Let's go.
the Minister of Gender, the Minister of Education, and the Deputy Minister of Education.
Go back.
As well as other dignitaries on the days. Can we all please be upstanding for the national anthem? Thank you very much, the Ghana Police Band. His Excellency the President would move round to acknowledge the presence of dignitaries here in presence. He is accompanied by the Minister for Gender, Protection, as well as the Honorable Minister for Education.
channel. So guys, that's the president of the land. That's John Dramani Mahama. Finally, he's in. You can see that the students are happily to welcome him. Everybody wants to greet him as he's in. You know, it's not a joke. This is so amazing that you can see that he's here. Yeah, the president of the land is finally here. He's finally here, and you can see that the people, the crowd are welcoming him. Yes. Look at the crowd. You can see that this is the man of the moment. This is the man of the land. Look at how the students are cheering him up. Everybody wants to greet him. Everybody wants to greet him. Everybody wants to touch him. The man of the moment, the president of the land. That's John Dramani Mahama. Yes. Look at how beautiful he looks. Yeah. This is so beautiful and this is so welcoming. That this initiative so very nice and welcoming. You can see that some people are already, yes, Mahama was saying, yes. Yes. You can see that. Look at how the children are over happy to meet the president of their land. Yes. This is so beautiful and so nice that every children want to touch him. Every child wants to meet him. What's it? Ajay, because somebody is dancing an agbaja. Somebody is dancing an agbaja for him. Yeah, somebody is dancing an agbaja. Yes. Somebody is dancing agbaja. The students are very happy to welcome him. But I'm going to check a car. Yes. Sorry. This is so beautiful to see that the excellency of the land, Dramani Mahama. How beautiful that we see that, so beautiful that the people have welcomed him in the style that everybody is happy to see him. Yeah. He's so calm, and look how beautiful he looks. So beautiful. How calmly the people have welcomed him. Look at how happy the people are to see the president of the land. They are happy to see the president of the land for the first time, to greet him. This is so beautiful. So he's doing the meet and greet with Haruna, the education minister. That's Haruna Idrisu. Yes. He's doing the meet and greet with Haruna Idrisu, the educational minister. This is so beautiful and it's so nice that yes, you've already welcome. Me couldn't see. Me couldn't see.
Thank you very much, the Ghana Police Band. Your Excellency.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media. Ago. It is an honor and a great responsibility to chair this significant event as we begin a darling project aimed at improving lives of our young children, especially the girl child, promoting their rights to quality education. Many of our girls go through major challenges month after month, making them miss school for days. As the custodian of Ghana tradition, one of the first things I embarked on after my installment is a girl child project, which is at the heart of all my programs. It is important that nothing stops the girl child from transiting from one level to the other. I support initiatives that provide support systems that ensure that the girl child gets well educated, healthy, empowered, and to take up her rightful position in society. Realizing her full potential, I am a believer in the profound statement of the renowned Ghanaian educationist, Dr. Agri, that said, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. And when you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. That is why I firmly believe in the enrollment, retention, completion, and achievement of girls in basic schools and tertiary schools. It is indeed right that I fully support and applaud His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, for taking this lead in this project. There is a role that traditional leadership must play, and as custodians of our culture and values, we have a scared responsibility to protect the dignity and well-being of the girl child. In many of our communities, tradition once created safe and respected spaces for girls. Times have changed, leaving most of these young girls without proper guidance. But as traditional leaders, we can lead the charge to reverse this by opening the conversation, supporting programs like this, and by ensuring no harmful cultural practice stands in the way of the girl child's health and education. Today, we break the silence with action. We guys have a belief that Fali Femo Mling Wale Papayo. Cleanliness leads to good health. In my role as chair of this groundbreaking launch, I have high hopes for the initiative and pray that it will continuously be countrywide. Let us all rally behind this enterprise. And from our traditional leaders, parents, and all stakeholders, may these policymakers ensure its success and its sustainability. On this note, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to accept this chair role and this historic lunch.
The President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, the Minister of Education, Honorable Ministers of State, Gamanche, Members of Parliament, Directors of the Ministries of Gender and Education, departments and agencies gathered here, civil society organization, our revered traditional leaders, head teachers, pupils, friends of the media, distinguished guests, good afternoon to you all. I am honored to, on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Her Excellency Professor Naana the first female Vice President of Ghana, to welcome you to this all-important event, which is the official launch of the free distribution of sanitary pads to basic school students and SHS students across the country. This initiative, which is a fulfillment of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's first 120 days of social contract, could not have come at a more appropriate time as this, as it aims to improve menstrual hygiene management among girls and to also reduce absenteeism and stigma and support the overall well-being and academic performance of the girls. Mr. President, distinguished invited guests, today marks a significant step forward in our collective journey toward achieving gender equality, improving menstrual hygiene management, and removing one of the most persistent barriers to girls' education and well-being in our country. Menstrual hygiene is a major health issue affecting girls of reproductive age worldwide. School-age girls in marginalized communities face the largest barriers of menstrual hygiene management, as many schools do not have the necessary facilities, supplies, knowledge, and understanding to appropriately support girls during menstruation. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in Ghana, over 5 million girls are in their menstrual period, out of which most of them lack proper access to menstrual hygiene materials, especially sanitary pads. Meanwhile, proper menstrual hygiene management is integral to achieving several of the Sustainable Development Goals, notably Goal 3, to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being of all at all ages. Goal 4, to ensure inclusive and equitable, quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Goal 5, to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. As we begin this initiative, let us work assiduously towards improving the health and well-being of girls through intense advocacy and awareness on menstrual health management. Distinguished guests, the launch of this initiative is a call to action for stronger partnership and collaboration towards building a society where no one is left behind as a result of biological makeup.
Thank you, Kofi Amate.
Let us commit to working hand in hand to break the silence around menstruation and
thank you very
poverty
much.
or period poverty, and create a society where every girl can thrive with confidence and pride, and indeed with dignity. I wish to once again warmly welcome all of you and to show immense appreciation to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. This is a bold step and it is historic, and I'm happy that all of us are witnesses to it.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Republic of Ghana, our very able, distinguished, affable Royal Majesty, King Takite Kuchu II, a solid believer in the girl child too. It could not be by coincidence that Excellency John Dramani Mahama, through the Minister for Gender, decided that we should ably chair today's ceremony. My colleague, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Regional Minister, Deputy, I almost said Deputy Majority Leader, but I'm reminded that President Mahama won an overwhelming majority. So Deputy Minority Leader, my part, and proud member of the Education Committee of Parliament, who also holds the torch of the Girl Child and Support for Women very high. Thank you for coming. Director General, Ghana Education Service, Chief Director, Ministry of Education, Chief Director, Ministry of Health, heads of agencies present, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here once again to celebrate what I would describe as an enduring legacy of John Dramani Mahama. And I begin noting, those of you who are students of history, so you can begin writing, that forever it will be part of Ghana's history that it was under John Mahama's reign and tenure that Ghana got its first ever female vice president. A reflection of his faith, unwavering faith and belief in the potential of the girl and the woman demonstrated. Then today again, the making of history. I'm sure again I can say unparalleled, that it will go into our history that no president under the Fourth Republic, if I want, I can extend it under since independence, but I'll narrow myself so that Deputy Leader tomorrow, when he asks for budget support, I don't suffer in the corridors of Parliament. But at least, no president in our living history would have been said that he prioritized women's mental and hygienic health after today's ceremony than Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A historical fact. So mine today is to introduce him, but before I go into that, I have the permission of Mr. President as he's addressing. A number of you here are teachers. One of your major concerns, the President just referred to me, is that in his campaign rounds, many of you who are Deputy Director Generals of Education suffer to hold the ladder above you to become directors because of the unavailability of office space. President John Dramani Mahama has directed the GES and the Ministry of Education that henceforth all those deputy directors be given their legitimate promotion, but accept that even without offices, they will still serve the GES in the capacity of directors. Accordingly, a decision of his legacy as President of the Republic of Ghana. Today's milestone, in my words, is to say a terminal end to the unbearable emotional trauma and indignity that young girls go through responding to the natural call. Excellency John Dramani Mahama says from today, he will give a terminal end to that strife and to that struggle, so that no girl child in Ghana will absent herself from school, have her dignity compromised as we watch in the drama because of undergoing this natural biological process. So I'm happy President Mahama himself is here to do us the honor of the luncheon. It will improve attendance and retention in our schools and consequently enhance academic performance. Under President Mahama, sometime by the end of this year, he is dedicating himself to the promotion of mathematics, science, and engineering education STEM. So from primary 4 to primary 6, STEM kits and STEM cells will be introduced for all learners at that level to get exposure to science, mathematics, and engineering education. The Ghana Education Trust Fund in the process of securing those STEM cells for use by upper primary 4 and upper primary 6. It is also the vision and dream of Excellency John Dramani Mahama that from senior high school to every Ghanaian student will have an option to choose between one major foreign language, French, Spanish, German, Chinese, or any other compulsory one language to accompany your area of study. That will also be introduced as part of our review of curriculum. I understand that there is a cultural display before Excellency John Dramani Mahama will come and give his keynote as we learn this. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, emphasis of the John Dramani Mahama administration from next year will be to invest more in quality basic education. That is not to say he will de-emphasize free senior high school. Appropriately as he used the word, he will review it. We are expecting to receive the report of the National Education Forum a couple of days ahead of us, and will subject it to scrutiny and make appropriate recommendations that secure the future of Ghanaian children. Not to abandon investment in higher education. I'm happy to announce that in the vision and desire of President Mahama, that each region of Ghana will have a dedicated university of its own. Accordingly, President Mahama, it is his dream and vision that the Bunsu University will be expanded. And therefore, when we are doing the law, it will take care of a campus in Ohio and the Volta region, another campus in Kenya, and another campus in Achirensua, in order that those satellite campuses will support the development of a full-fledged Bunsu University with 3 additional campuses. The Veterinary College of Puntamale will be added as a new department to the University for Development Studies, whilst President Mahama works to ensure that each region of Ghana has a dedicated university of its own. Mr. President, before I introduce you, I'm also happy to note that I will soon be introducing and seeking your support in Cabinet for the establishment of a Technical Vocational Education Trust Fund, a TVET fund. We're looking to see if we can earmark 1% of oil revenue to support technical and vocational education and to learn from the German example. On this note, the cultural display, you may want to take over from me, Natalia. I have the honor to invite His Excellency, but he will come after your display to address us. Thank you, Mr. President.
Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Mr. Mahama. And on that note, we also say a very big thank you.
King Takite Kochuru II, the Ghana Chair and President of the Ghana Traditional Council. Let me acknowledge our Ministers of State who are present, our Members of Parliament, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Director General of Ghana Technical and Vocational Education and Training Service, all senior government officials, our development partners, our senior security officers, our civic society organization partners, officials from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, our head teachers, and teaching and non-teaching staff of beneficiary schools, my dear students, my dear children, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to go down memory lane. In 2014, when I was president of Ghana, during, let me say, what we call my first coming, my vice president was Naana My education minister was Naana who currently is my vice president. And as education minister, she led the negotiation of an agreement with the World Bank, which was called the Secondary Education Improvement Program, the SANITARY. Now under the SANITARY, it had different components, but I remember one of the major components was scholarships for brilliant but needy girls, support for girls in maths, education and technology. But a component of the loan was meant for a pilot program in supplying girls in school with sanitary products. It was then for the first time I got acquainted with the challenges that our girl child faces in school during their usual menstrual cycle. And it was then I learned that for many of them, for a certain number of days during the month, they refrain from going to school because they are afraid of soiling themselves and being the laughing stock of their peers. And so that pilot was undertaken, but I remember when we tried to pass it through Parliament. For the first time, it sounded very strange. And for those who were in Parliament at the time, they'll remember our opposition bench called it the pad loan, if you remember. And a lot of mockery was made that a government will go to take a loan to supply sanitary pads for girls. Because at the time, this challenge was not very well understood, even by members of Parliament. Today, I'm happy that everybody accepts that this is the right thing to do, because it is a natural process of creation. The menstrual cycle our daughters go through every month is just their identity as women. And God created them to go through that so that they can exercise their reproductive function of the human race, so that we can reproduce ourselves. And that is why every month they have to go through that inconvenience. And the least we can do is to support them and assist them with what they need to be able to go through it with dignity and with hygiene. And so I'm happy that today we've reached this point. Everybody accepts that we should invest national resources in order that our girl children can have confidence to be able to go to school without fearing that they will become the laughing stock of their friends. And so, like I said, mothers, you don't need to give your children weight anymore. We will supply them with the proper sanitary products to be able to go to school. Thank you very much. Having said that, I wish to extend the greetings of Jane Naana to all of you. I spoke to her yesterday and I told her we were going to miss her at this event because this is a program that is very dear to her. She said to say hello to all of you and to say she's recuperating and catching a bit of rest. She's very well, and that soon she will join us, to continue to prosecute the reset agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, today we take a bold step forward, not just in education policy or healthcare, but in hope for the girl child. Today is a message to every girl in Ghana that you matter, that your dreams matter, and your future is worth every investment that we can make in it. I stand before you to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program, a promise we made and are proud to have fulfilled. This initiative is more than just the distribution of sanitary pads. It is a clear declaration that no girl in Ghana should miss school because of her menstrual period. Far too many of our daughters, our nieces and sisters have missed out on education, not because they lack the academic intelligence and the flair or the will or the ambition, but simply because they lack access to proper sanitary products. Research has shown that girls can miss up to 5 school days each month, amounting to nearly 40 days of schooling a year. This is not just a statistic, it represents a young girl falling behind in class, losing her confidence, and struggling to catch up because of what is a natural biological process. This reality is unacceptable. In Ghana, where we aim for progress, equity, and justice, this must not continue. Menstruation should never be a reason for exclusion or shame. It should not be a barrier to education or self-achievement. And that is why this program exists, to remove one of the silent yet powerful obstacles standing in the way of our girl-child dreams. We are acting today to restore hope to the girls who thought they had to sit out for several days every month, hope to parents who worried about how to provide these essential products to their daughters, and hope to a nation that wants every child to rise regardless of their background or their gender. This program is a multi-ministerial collaboration involving 3 ministries: the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. It also aligns with our national goals and global commitments, particularly the SDG 4, which says quality education, and SDG 5, which talks about gender equality. But beyond that, it is rooted in something more profound. It is rooted in our values as Ghanaians, our belief in fairness, in dignity, and equal opportunity for all our children, whether they are boys or girls. So today I say to every girl child in Ghana, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not invisible. We see you. To our parents I say, you have carried this burden for too long, having to choose between books, food, fees, and sanitary products. Help is here, and help is here to stay. This is not a one-time gesture. This is a sustained policy commitment, and we will expand it with your support and your feedback. To our teachers, headmistresses, and headmasters, you are on the front line of education. You see the tears of our girls. You note their absence from school, and you note their struggles. Now you will see a transformation in our girls. They will show up to school with confidence. They will come to class with dignity, and they'll be able to focus on the lessons that you teach. This program is for you because avoidable challenges should not undermine the efforts that you make to bring up these children. To our development partners and civil society actors, I thank you for raising your voices. I thank you for standing with our girls. This program is proof that when we listen, when we collaborate, and when we act, we can bring about real change. To the private sector and our traditional leaders, I call on you to join us, partner with us. Let us build the local capacity for domestic sanitary pad production. Let us create jobs while keeping our girls in school. Let this become not just a social program, but a growing national enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing more than launching a policy. We're nurturing a movement that protects the future of our girls, a movement that celebrates their resilience, a movement that finally tells them in action and not just in words that our girls, you belong in the classroom, you belong in the science laboratories, you belong on the sports field, you belong in leadership, and you belong in Ghana's future that we are building together. So let us walk forward not with pity but with purpose. Let us walk forward not with shame but with pride. And let us walk forward not with fear but with hope. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, it is my honor and privilege to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program. A promise made and a promise kept. A challenge embraced and a bright future for every girl in our dear country, Ghana. May God bless our girls. May God bless all parents. May God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.
And His Excellency will go over to the dummy monument. And this is what a pack of sanitary pads will look like. A pack of 12 super wings as is described. And he will be joined by our chairperson, His Royal Majesty King Taki Teku II, the two sector ministers, and our special guests.
Charlie, go down so that those at the back will see. Go down.
And to all our friends, especially the girls here, would like to perform a very important exercise at this time as we mark the launch of this special national launch for the free sanitary pads for girls in schools. We'll do a countdown from 5 to 0. And when we get to 0, I want all of you to raise the pieces that you have, and we'll all shout a big hooray to mark this. Are we all ready? I can't hear you. Are we all ready? So together, as a family and as a people, we start the countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0! We're very grateful to you, Your Excellency. We're grateful to you, Your Royal Majesty King Taki Teku II. And now they'll go over to take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Shall we do a very big round of applause as His Excellency takes his seat down?